I just want to talk about a couple of things from Bankai's video on making a bok mage. Now you get the earring slot, so you want either Yukio's glass earrings or the plus 10 hit chance increase earrings. If you're going for the glass earrings, then you probably don't want to use the cuffs of the archmage, because then you're doubling up on a mod being spell damage increase. The cuffs of the archmage is fine, they're a great piece. If you're going with that, then go for the hit chance increase 10 earrings, because that will free up a mod on your jewellery. One thing, so what you're looking for on the jewellery is you want faster casting, faster cast recovery, hit chance, defense chance, enhanced potions, and skill. You want as many of those mods as you can. But when I say skill, you cannot have Bushido or tactics, and I'm almost going to throw swords in. The reason you can't have plus skill Bushido is you need 120 real skill in order to do the maximum nerve strike damage, and especially if you're using the Bushido mastery, which most bok mages do. That's based off of real skill. You need 60 tactics real skill. Now swordsmanship, you need 90 real skill to perform the specials. So if you are wearing the Captain John's hat, which is the best, a great start piece for bok mage, that's 20 skill. So if you then have, say, 15 on a ring, you can actually only use 10 of that skill, because you do need 90 real. So just bear that in mind when you're looking for jewellery. My jewellery, you'll find one similar to mine, but yours will probably be antique. As for stats, other stats on the jewellery that are a bonus, you don't want lower mana cost, lower reagent cost really, because those you can get, it's more efficient to just put that on the armour. I'm happy with having strength, dex and int, because on your jewellery it goes up to 8 or 10, whereas on the armour you can only get maximum 5. Even then it's quite rare to get it that high. I don't think any of mine. Int bonus 2, they are strength 5, int 3. Yeah, even then it's quite rare to get as high as 5. But mana regeneration, yeah, the more the merrier. So every single piece you want needs to have, realistically, needs to have mana regen, I'd say 3 if not 4, and what you're looking for is studded or bone. You don't really want hide, because that would mean you'd have to be elven. I'll talk about that in a second. Now when you're looking at your weapon, you want to make sure you total 45 hit chance and as much DCI as you can. If you can only get, say, 30 DCI, it's not a big deal on a bok mage, because you just refine everything else, so you're not really you're not missing out if you use armor refinements, because where you lose in DCI you gain in resist. Okay. But you definitely want the 45 HCI. I've just managed to get 44, but you don't want to have to rely on having hit chance or defense chance on your weapon. You want hit lightning, hit lower D, and to make sure it does elemental damage as well, so that when you curse the opponent it does that little bit more. I've gone for Battle Lust, but most people would prefer to have 70 hit lightning. I think that is a good choice as well. Now when it comes to secondary weapons, on the Nodachi, Bankai said to go for swing speed. I don't actually think that's necessary, because when you go for the dismount, when you go to hit someone with the Nodachi when you're on foot, if you miss, that's it. There, you've missed your shot there. You don't normally get a second swing. I'd say that if you want to go for swing speed for defensive reasons, I might try that. In other words, when you get dismounted yourself, before you can mount another horse, you want to swap to your Nodachi to try and dismount the opponent as well. So maybe you want more swings there, but I don't think swing speed is particularly necessary. But what you do want, you can't have balanced on a two-handed weapon, because then you can't parry when something's balanced. If you can't parry, you can't evade. So what you do want is reactive paralyze. All of my two-handed weapons have got reactive paralyze on. On a bulk mage, when you evade, it will reactive paralyze even on the spells that you evade from. So that's great for running away from people, which I do a lot. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, I mentioned you want to be human. Reason being, you can benefit from having 20 jack of all trades and spell weaving. So always go to Britain Tram and get the spell weaving buff. I'll just show you, if I recall to Brit on Atlantic right now, there's normally, it looks like there's one guy there, but normally, because everyone does the same thing, there you go, I got a level 6 circle there. There's normally people hidden on the spot because everyone wants this level 6. If there's not, you can create some endless journey accounts and just put some characters on that spot. So with the spell weaving, when you do get disarmed, as a Bok mage, that's your biggest danger. But what you can do, because you've lost the -1 faster casting, so you've now gone to faster casting 3, can cast attunement, and it casts that really quickly at faster casting 3, and that's just a fantastic benefit against warriors. I mean, you also get to use Nature's Fury and occasionally Gift of Renewal if you can cast it before you enter a fight. Yeah, as for casting and skill, if you can't quite manage to get the full 780 skill, the thing that I would drop, a lot of people work with just 110 magery. I prefer to just drop the parrying and keep the magery. But if you can't quite make it, it's magery or parrying that you don't necessarily need at 120. And as for casting as well, faster cast recovery 5 is actually fine on a mage. On a mystic or a spell weaver, faster cast recovery 6, it does actually make a difference. You do need faster cast recovery 6 on a mystic or weaver, but on a mage, you will just almost never get the message about faster cast recovery at faster cast recovery 5. So for myself, I've not even got faster cast recovery on one of the jewellery because I've gone for the sacred hide, which gives you one, and then the other one comes from the General Letty's epaulette, which is about to become a lot cheaper. I prefer the cameo actually over the sliver because it's just got more mods. I like the damage increase for all the different weapons that I use. I think it's slightly better than a sliver. Also, I like to do some PVM as well, so you get to swap them over and have the Slayer bonuses. Okay.